Hey there, welcome to the Nomadic Owl Oracle. My name is Jessica, and this is going to be for the remainder of April 2019 for the water signs, which are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So this, like I said, is for the remainder of April 2019. I do apologize that it's taken me so long. I've had a lot of stuff going on, guys, but I did want to go ahead and get this over to you, even though it is later in the month. So some things about my readings is I read in energy. So if at any time a card says he or she, keep in mind that that could apply to anybody. You would know who it applies to when you hear this reading. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. This is for sun, moon, and rising signs and water signs, okay? If it doesn't resonate with you, I apologize, but it's not going to for everybody, okay? This is for whoever needs it at this time for their highest and greatest good. Another thing is, guys, is I do go ahead and I pre-shuffle the cards. I sit with them, I meditate, do my normal thing, and then I take in any information that I'm given before I turn on the card reading. You know, I like to make sure that I am completely with them. I've sat with them, I've understood them, I understand what they're trying to say intuitively, and then I'll give you my intuitive intake. Then I'll read from the book the actual meanings of the cards. I do cuss at times. If you don't like cuss words, I would recommend clicking off because I'm going to be myself and there are moments where I'm going to cuss, just to let you know. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And before I do want to show you what decks we're using today. So we have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And then the second deck that we're using is the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. Okay, so for the first card that we have for the remainder of April is we have Animal Guardian. It says trust your instincts. So this card is telling you at this time that it's time to make sure that you know that you are more divine, that you are more divinely guided, that you have the knowledge, the wisdom, the insight, the intuition, the intuitive takes, just so many different things. You have that within you. You have these answers. You have this information that you're seeking. And maybe you don't realize that it's in you, but it is. It's telling you to trust that, to trust yourself, to trust your guides, to trust Creator, the universe, that it's given you and showing you what you need at each time. The second card that you have is Air Guardian. It says shift your perception. So this card to me is talking about it's a time for you to step outside your normal boundaries, to step outside yourself and your current feelings and your current reactions to things and see it from a different perspective. She's got wings and her hair's blowing in the wind on this card. So that stands out to me. It's kind of saying like you need to take a above approach to something. You need to see it from a different angle. You need to try to let go of your emotions, your feelings and things like that. As a water sign, it's kind of hard. I am one myself. I get it. But it's telling you that you need to just try to like take a different stance in your current situation so that you can see it for what it is and move forward from there. So then the third card that you have is Wise One. It says grow within your current situation. Okay, so this card speaks to me in so many different ways, guys. So the fact is right now, where you are is where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be learning certain things. You're supposed to be experiencing certain things and going through all this things for ascension, for your good, for your new life, for you to trust yourself, for you to find your strength, for your balance, for your happiness, and for you to find your own wings within a situation. All the top ones have owl or something feathered in them. The first two have feathered ladies, and the first and the second have both a raven and an owl in them. So, owls are all about knowing what others don't know. They're all about seeing what others don't see. Where the raven is able to navigate through the darkness, able to see things and move forward through that dark area. They're also all about magic and being able to bring in things that you're needing at that time. The fourth card that you have is Buffalo Spirit, and it says the abundant universe will provide. So that's my cat, Ayana. I don't know if you saw her, but she's down here meowing. So buffaloes to me are all about being grounded, all about being stable, all about just going forward, knowing that, you know, they have the power within them to attain what they need to attain. It says the abundant universe will provide to you. So anything that you need at this time, anything that you're seeking, anything that you're hoping to bring in, it's already yours. It's on the way. It's available to you. You just have to trust and believe. And then the last card that we have is Skunk Spirit. It says know your worth. So at times, if you're anything like I am, sometimes I get in situations with people, places, and things, and you know, I let my personal feelings and my personal self-care slip away. And I push it aside to be able to help others and to be able to be there for others and do what I'm expected to do and things like that. With this card popping up to me, I think what it's saying is that it's a time for you to know when you need to cut your losses and when you need to continue to stay in certain situations. If something isn't resonating with you, if something is just not on your level, and you know that, hey, look, I deserve more than this, or hey, this isn't the right fit for me, it's time for you to accept that, honor that, cherish that, and release it. So one thing about, you know, working with the laws of attraction is what you think about, you bring about. And whenever you release things and things like that, you're making space to bring in something else in its place. And it's usually always something better that's coming in its place from that empty space. So keep that in mind. So guys, now I'm going to read from the book the actual meanings of these cards. And that way I'll give you more intuitive intake into it. So what I just told you was my intuitive take before I even read the cards. These are new cards, so I'm not too familiar with them. So I'm learning as I go, guys. So for the first card that you have the Animal Guardian. It says, trust your instincts. Trust the power and animal spirit within you to learn more about yourself and your talents. The Animal Guardian in this card represents the angels of the animal kingdom. Animals are angels of nature who have incredible lessons to offer and medicine that can support you on your spiritual path. They also help you survive some of your greatest challenges. When you connect with the energies of the animals, you can learn a lot about yourself, the earth, and also those around you. You also have instinctive animal energy within you that you can direct towards everything that you need and more. The Animal Guardian card depicts a tribal angel that is being held and supported by animals. It says she has a love for them and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spiritual realms. You have a power animal within you that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel. They just express it, and you can learn from that. When this card appears in your reading, it's important to connect with how you are feeling, and how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow at this time. So what this is saying to you, you know, like, you need to start following your heart more. You need to start listening to your heart more. And you need to start acknowledging that, you know, you have all that you need within you. You have the power. You have the capacity. You have the capability to do the things that you want to do. You just need to start taking on that energy of that, seeing that, being that, honing that in, and moving forward from there. So the second card that we have is the Air Guardian. And it says shift your perspective. Or your perception, excuse me. It says change the way you think and you will change your whole reality. The Air Guardian card represents the angels of the air element. Traditionally, air is all about thoughts, thinking, and everything that's happening in the mind. So these angels can help you overcome any thoughts that you have come back to that haunt you from the past to see the world more clearly. They are guiding you to change the way that you think about certain situations, as this could be a standing between you and greatness at this time. When this card appears, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You're being guided to recognize that not all that you see is exactly the way that you see it. Sometimes the mind can play games, and sometimes our perceptions can be wrong. If you're being challenged to feel or there's a lack of clarity and direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance that the way you're thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with your reality. You're also being guided to open your eyes and your mind and go beyond any limits that you have set for yourself, and recognize that the way that you see the world is how you will experience the world. Opportunities and moving forward in your direction, and they will only open you up for if you're ready to do the internal work that's supported and needed at this time by them. And then the last one that we had from this row is the Wise One. If I could get the pages to turn, guys. I could not. Hold on. Okay, so for the Wise One, it says, grow within your current situation. Knuckle down, be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insights from your elders. The Wise One represents the wisest aspect of the goddess, the crone. In paganism and modern Wicca, the crone is the fiercest, the most psychic, and the most aware aspect of the goddess, because she has been through many of life's challenges and overcome many setbacks. On this card, the raven in her hands represents the capacity to overcome the darker times and be reborn again and again. So she helps you up into wisdom to overcome whatever life throws at you. Wisdom being the transformation information stored in your soul. Rather than the knowledge acquired in the lifetime, and to learn from the experience of your elders. The wisdom of the Wise One is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. I can't talk, I'm so sorry, guys. So it's saying commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you're being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion with your current situation. Be committed to your task and projects. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed, but persevere. You are being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability, and that is not who you are or were born to be. So keep working on yourself and working on everything around you, because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. So this card, that's kind of heavy, guys. This card is all about knowing that where you are, you need to trust yourself more. And you need to see things from a different angle. Because right now you're being called to be where you are, doing what you are doing. Because there's things that you need to learn. There's things that you need to process. There's things that you need to come into, I guess, alignment with before you can move forward. So you need to grow, you need to study, you need to read, you need to go out and ask questions and things like that to be able to bring in the answers that you're seeking at this time. So then the fourth card that we have, guys, I'm sorry, I cannot talk, is the Buffalo Spirit. So the Buffalo Spirit is all about the abundant universe will provide, it says. Buffalo Spirit comes to you now to remind you of making manifesting power of gratitude and the extraordinary potential available to you when you adopt a mindset of abundance. The ancient people of the Americas saw the buffalo as a symbol of abundance because the herds roamed far and wide and provided so many gifts: the meat, the hide, and the bones. The tribes who hunted them used every bit of them, wasting nothing, appreciative of the abundance. So too do you have the many gifts available to you. Buffalo Spirit appears, it says Buffalo Spirit appears to let you know that you're in the powerful time to manifest your desires, not by force, but by pushing, but rather by following a natural path that arises before you, trusting that there is always plenty to go around, whether it be love, money, inspiration, or support. It's all about you, and it's all there. And it's yours to claim. When you are graceful, you immediately align yourself with the truth of the world and its rich and teeming with resources. There is always more than enough, and you are always enough. At this time, you can expect all your intentions and needs to come to the form that is right for you. Your heartfelt gratitude is making you a magnet for miracles. Buffalo's spirit message is to remember that you co-create your reality with partnership with spirit. So offer your thanks and your prayers even before you see conditions you desire, not just for yourself, but for others too. Then you will quickly see the results in tangible ways. Gratitude has the Gratitude has the magic to grow the good, so offer thanks and praise as you acknowledge all that you've been and all that is possible. So, at this time, it's wanting you to know that good things are coming in, that abundance is here for you, that happiness is here for you. You are being provided, you are being guided, you are being led to where you are, to do the things that you're doing for a reason. There is a reason in all this. And then the last card that we have is Skunk Spirit. It says, know your worth. And my cat, Ayana, is going to be in and out of the video, apparently. So it says, what do you value? What do you believe in? Is your best, most authentic self on display? Skunk Spirit comes as a reminder that you can be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. Know your worth. Not everyone will agree with you or share your values, but you can walk with your head high, knowing that when you express your integrity, others can feel your authenticity, and they will be inspired by it. Be who you are, and if your reputation precedes you, good. You've had so much to be proud of, and Skunk Spirit wants you to be proud of yourself, your best and truest self. So, I mean, this card right here is talking about knowing that you're different, knowing that you stand out from the others, but trusting that and knowing that there's a reason for that. You know, you're being called to trust your insights or your instincts, and you're being called to shift the way that you see things. So then you have the Wise One, which is all about growing your current situation. So what I'm gathering from this is, you know, your intuition's trying to tell you things. Your guides, your ancestors are trying to tell you things. And you're not quite seeing them because you're still stuck in a certain mindset. And that mindset is keeping you blocked from moving forward. You are being told that you need to stay put where you are at this time so you can grow and manifest the things that you're needing. Then the fourth card that we have is Buffalo Spirit. And it's all about abundance universe will provide. So when I think of the buffalo and I think of what all they provided, I think of how they gave people coats. They gave people, you know, different things, different pieces of their body to help these people, like such as their hide. Once they were stripped down of their fluff, then they would use that buffalo to make drums, to make teepees and things like that. So it's wanting you to know that maybe working in a community, maybe working in a group would help you at this time. And then Skunk Spirit is like, you know, you're not going to be what everybody else wants you to be. You're going to be you, and you're just, that's who you are. So people are going to have to accept that because now you're coming into your power and you're doing and trusting yourself more, and you know what it is that you need to do. So some people are going to be scared by that. I will point out that I used to work with skunks, and they're very sweet animals. They're actually not really aggressive, and they don't normally just spray people for the hell of it. They spray people when they're scared. Just keep that in mind. So guys, I hope that all this information helped you. I hope it resonated. I hope that you don't need a personal reading, but if you do, please feel free to reach out. I do offer 8-card spread readings, and those are $20. You select the decks. There's no timestamp or no time limit on my readings. So I hope that you have a great remainder of April 2019, and I'm about to go to bed, so I'll see you soon, and I love you guys. Oh, please like, share, and subscribe if this resonates, and I'll talk to you later.